Name a magician that impacted me the most. Doraemon. I think Doraemon is the most amazing magician. He can do anything.
Hello， 大家好，我是魔术特派员简子。今天我们来到东京的麻布十番，这边是传说中汉堡神偷 Cyril Takayama 的住所。我们现在就潜入他的住家，看看他在干嘛吧。Go！ 瞬间我们就潜入到了 Cyril 的家门口。这边是高级住宅区，讲话要小声一点。让我们来会会传说中的汉堡神偷 Cyril Takayama。门居然没锁。Hi, Cyril.
Hey!
Nice to meet you.
How are you? Welcome to Japan.
Hanson.
Hanson, Cyril. Yoroshiku.
Yoroshiku.
Yokoso.
What a nice place.
Thank you.
I know you are so busy. You have a show tonight or tomorrow, so thank you. Have time to interview with us.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah.
Happy to make some time.
Have a seat.
Okay, let's start.
Let's start.
What is magic to me? Well, it's a very good and very complicated question. It's one of those questions that you cannot answer in a simple sentence. I think the meaning of magic can mean so many different things. If you ask 10 people what magic means, 10 people will answer you 10 different ways, and all the answers are correct. There are no wrong answers. But to me, magic is life itself. Magic is everywhere. Magic is every day. It's in me, it's in you, and each and every one of us. Magic is not a job. Magic is a lifestyle. First time that I saw magic, I was 6 years old, and I was taken to Las Vegas before Las Vegas was family oriented. So people under the age of 18, I believe, or 21, I don't remember, but you were not allowed to go into the showroom. And I remember I went with a close friends couple, and they took me to the showroom at the Flamingo Hilton. And it was the first time I had ever seen any show. And there was jugglers, there was singer, there was a knife throwing act, there was topless dancers. I was only 6 years old, so I was like, wow. But more than all of that, I remember this mysterious guy who came out on stage, and he took off his white gloves and he threw it out, and it turned into a white dove. I had never seen anything like it in my life. Then the dove came back, and then the dove changed into this beautiful lady that was dressed all in white, and then he levitated her, and then she disappeared from midair and then turned back into a dove. For a 6-year-old boy, that was like, wow, it was like real magic. So my first encounter with magic was when I was 6 years old, seeing Bradley Shaw perform live on stage. Name a magician that impacted me the most. Doraemon. I think Doraemon is the most amazing magician. He can do anything. But okay, I have been inspired by so many magicians in my life that it is too difficult to name just a few. When I was growing up on television, Doug Henning, I saw him first time, and then I saw Copperfield, and I think Copperfield would be at the top of my list in terms of being influenced by something that just really made me further fall in love with magic. But then there were many magicians, from traveling around the world and going to magic conventions and seminars and gatherings and seeing so many talented performers. I'm inspired by all magicians, even the bad ones.
Okay.
One thing that I don't do, or I don't do it all the time, is I don't carry cards on me. So the number one go-to effect or utility device is a thumb tip. It's like the American Express. Never leave home without it. I always have a thumb tip. And in fact, sometimes I'm with another magician and I forget my thumb tip. I go, do you have an American Express? And they go, I got you. And we shake hands, and then I immediately have an American Express. It's a secret name, secret code word. So that would be my number one. My number two is I love to utilize everyday common objects, so coins, bills, chopsticks, spoon, forks, and I challenge myself to constantly try to use items that are presented in our daily lives. And the third would be, of course, playing cards. To further answer that question, there's no specific routine or effect because I like to change it up all the time.
Oh, interesting. Because when I asked Liu Chen the same question, the first item he answered is something. So
Liu Chen,
Still the-
Liu Chen. I think my favorite magic on television these days is when it's not a magic show. A good example is, do you know this Canadian TV show Just for Laughs? It's all silent, and they use magic type of effects to prank or to make people joke about simple things. You could be at the shopping mall and something like strange happens. Another good example is the carbonara effect. That to me, I love it because he's not presenting himself as a magician. He's a normal, everyday person. And when magic is least expected, that is the best magical experience. The hamburger, cheeseburger, Cyril's Juicy Burger act has become unexpectedly successful. In my TV special many, many years ago, the hamburger effect was a throwaway. It was not even a main routine. It was something that I did as a punchline, meaning it was the very end. In fact, I did something very small with playing cards in front of the burger shop, and I made a Hershey's chocolate kiss appear from inside the playing card. And then, of course, at the time, the spectator was very amazed. And then, as a throwaway, I walked up to the poster and just pulled out the burger, bit it, put it back, and just walked away. And that video became very viral. I recently posted online a place that I went, and it was introduced by a friend of mine, and I had no idea. The best way to find a good burger is just by trying it, right? And it blew me away. It was so good. It is here in Tokyo, and it's called Reg Diner On or Diner Reg On. Anyways, it's on my Instagram, and their burgers the meat was so tasty, and it was the best of an American burger with Japanese fusion flavored tastes. The umami, oh God, now I'm getting hungry. Ooh.
I'm getting hungry now.
But in America, In-N-Out is my favorite burgers. When I see other magicians performing magic that I've done before, the first thought is it's very flattering. I think when I was younger, we are all very competitive as artists. To see somebody take an idea and to do it exactly the same way or to copy it, I was very saddened by it in the beginning. But the more I matured, I think my feelings have changed on the situation. I feel like it's good for the world to keep the magic alive. So I think as long as you make it your own and you pay respect and be respectful to others, I think it's a good thing to keep the magic alive. What is the most important thing you learn becoming a magician? I think you have many lessons to learn. When I first started magic and joined the first magic group, I had to take an oath. I had to swear to abide by the rules of becoming a magician. It was a responsibility of keeping the secrets and keeping the entertainment value and being very respectful to the art of magic. I think nowadays, that's been taken granted for. People don't respect magic in the same way that was the way that I started. But also, I think magic in general, the biggest lesson that I've learned is not forgetting the roots of where this came from. Because when I first saw magic on stage, I felt incredible. It was like the most amazing feeling. And then you learn the secret. And then, like you and me and many people in the world, once you learn the secret, you change your perspective. It becomes about the technical aspect. You have to remember the feeling that you first saw magic, because that is the same feeling you are transmitting to people that you are showing magic to. So never forget that feeling of wonderment. Magic is for everyone of all ages, all genders, all from kids to grandparents. And magic is a vice. It's a utility to find a way to communicate with others. It's a way to bring people closer. So a lot of people will often use magic to strike a conversation, to engage in a relationship. You can't just do magic all night, right? In fact, I saw a funny TikTok video of a typical magician picking up on a date, and it was really funny. Maybe I'll find it and share it again, but it was just typical magician doing magic after magic after magic, sitting at the dinner table doing magic, you know, going home doing magic, and I don't think that's the answer. If you think that's the answer, send me a video. I'd love to know, or contact me. I want to know how that turns out. You know, I think using magic to find love is not the first part of what I want to appeal. I feel like I want somebody to share the same interests as me on intellectual level and a spiritual level. Although I live magic 24 hours a day, I want somebody that I open up to be able to put magic aside. So I don't want magic to be the first focal point of our relationship when I meet somebody special. We all have dreams. You and I, everyone, we all have big dreams. Because of the past few years, it's been quite challenging, but the world is now back on track, and so am I. And I have been performing these days. In fact, I have a show tonight, tomorrow, and this whole week, and I have plans for many big projects this year, next year. I'm already 3 years ahead in the planning, but I can't tell you, because if I tell you, then it's not going to be a surprise. So all I can say is thank you for your support. Thank you for believing in me. My message to you is to keep the magic alive, because we all need a little magic in our life. To everyone who is a magic lover, we are living in a time where we all need to be nice to one another, and let's be kind and keep the magic alive. Work hard, don't take shortcuts. Believe in yourself. Believe in the magic, the power of magic. Use magic to enrich people's lives. And with that said, life will become incredibly beautiful. Thank you. I'll see you soon.
别走开，片尾还有彩蛋。
Layman, a lot of layman audience think if you learn magic, you can pick up girl. Even some magician learn magic because of he won't pick up girl, like Yu Ho Jin. So
Well, he doesn't have to use magic. He's good looking.
like you.
Okay.
Okay.
I just put myself in a bad place right now. Cut.